San Francisco, Hamas, the militant Palestinian group, has been designated a terrorist organization by Western governments and some others and has been locked out of the traditional financial system. But this year its military wing has developed an increasingly sophisticated campaign to raise money using Bitcoin. In the latest version of the website set up by the wing, known as the Qassam Brigades, every visitor is given a unique Bitcoin address where he or she can send the digital currency, a method that makes the donations nearly impossible for law enforcement to track. The site, which is available in 7 languages and features the brigade's logo, with a green flag and a machine gun, contains a well-produced video that explains how to acquire and send Bitcoin without tipping off the authorities. Terrorists have been slow to join other criminal elements that have been drawn to Bitcoin and have used it for everything from drug purchases to money laundering. Image a screenshot from a Qassam video that explains how to acquire and send Bitcoin without tipping off the authorities. But in recent months, government authorities and organizations that track terrorist financing have begun to raise alarms about an uptick in the number of Islamist terrorist organizations experimenting with Bitcoin and other digital coins. The yields from individual campaigns appear to be modest in the tens of thousands of dollars. But the authorities note that terrorist attacks often require little funding. And the group's use of cryptocurrencies appears to be getting more sophisticated. "You are going to see more of this," said Yair Fanusi, a former analyst with the Central Intelligence Agency who now does consulting on rogue actors using cryptocurrencies. "This is going to be a part of the terrorist financing mix, and it is something that people should pay attention to." Treasury Secretary Steven Mnuchin has drawn attention to the issue in 2 speeches in recent months, calling for more active monitoring from cryptocurrency businesses. "We are dedicating a lot of resources very specifically to this space," Sigil Mandelker, the Treasury Department's Undersecretary for Terrorism and Financial Intelligence, said in an interview. "It is still relatively new to them, but I am confident that we are going to see more of it in the future." Cryptocurrencies are attractive to lawbreakers because they make it possible to hold and transfer money without a central authority, like PayPal, that can shut down accounts and freeze funds. Anyone in the world can create a Bitcoin address and begin receiving digital tokens without even providing a name or an address. The online markets where Bitcoin can buy drugs are hosting nearly $1 billion in commerce a year, even as the authorities have shut down numerous leading markets. Countries that are facing American economic sanctions, like Iran, Venezuela and Russia, have also taken steps toward creating their own cryptocurrencies to circumvent them. Bitcoin has been slower to take off among terrorists in part because of its technical sophistication, terrorism experts said. Terrorist groups have also had methods of using the traditional financial system without needing Bitcoin. Hamas, which controls the Palestinian coastal territory of Gaza, has traditionally survived on hundreds of millions of dollars of donations from foreign governments like Qatar. The Islamic State in Syria subsisted on taxes and fees it collected in the territories it controlled. But both organizations have seen their access to money significantly curtailed. Israel maintains a strict blockade of Gaza with Egypt's help, and Hamas has been squeezed over the last year by financial cuts imposed by the rival, Western-backed Palestinian Authority. And the Islamic State has lost most of its territory. The mega-terrorist groups in Syria have also become more sophisticated in their use of Bitcoin. According to the Middle East Media Research Institute, they seem to be reacting to all the economic sanctions by saying, "We are going to try using Bitcoin," said Steven Stalinsky, the executive director of the Middle East Media Research Institute, a non-profit that tracks and translates communication from terrorist groups. Mr. Stalinsky's organization, known as Memory, is about to publish a 253-page report about the increased signs of cryptocurrency used by terrorist organizations, particularly groups in Syria that are on the run as Islamic militants have lost almost all the crypto funds.